Can you guys feel it? 8 more days to training camp, and we are very close to the Falcons game, preseason #1. Let's go. What is up, Fin fans? If you can tell by the title of this video, we're talking about defensive line in the camp battle series that I've been doing. What I got left? Linebackers, safeties. Then we're done. So next week, you're going to get 2 back-to-back videos for that. So this week, today, right now, here, this moment in time, we are talking about the defensive line. Just want to let you guys know that looking at the defensive line, doing my study on the defensive line, looking up research on the defensive line, getting these guys' names on the defensive line has been hard on me. Not only because it was tough for me to put my depth chart together, but because this is the one part of the team that makes me very, very iffy, because when I read off the list of defensive ends and when I read off the list of defensive tackles, you will see. And again, this is another instance where we have to talk about the fact that we have no idea at all what Brian Flores is doing with this team when it comes to the rushers, when it comes to 3-4-4, 3-4-4. We don't know what he's running. We don't know the scheme. We don't know the edge rushers. We don't know who's rushing, who's not rushing. We don't know anything. So essentially what I'm going off of is what I've heard, and then I'm giving you a depth chart for a 3-4-4-3 defensive front. Next week, I will be doing linebackers. So, yeah. Before we really jump into it, I just want to give you guys an update on Kendricks Norton's situation, being that he is one of our defensive linemen, and he would have been one of the 53-man. I would have had him second stringer. But this is a tweet from his agent who says, the support from the Fins GM Chris Greer, head coach Brian Flores, the Miami Dolphin players, coach Manny Diaz, Kendrick's former teammates is so appreciated. He's currently undergoing another surgery, but we're almost there. Pray for Big Nort. Thank you all for the prayers and the support. And if you guys don't know, I did talk about it on my Twitter, and I did kind of post it here in the community, that the Miami Dolphins organization and the NFL have donated money to Kendrick Norton for his surgeries and all that stuff. So, you know, the Dolphins stepped in, Stephen Ross stepped in. You know, as much as some of you guys might really hate Stephen Ross, he's a stand-up guy. He takes care of his players. He puts his players first, and it shows right here how he, you know, made sure that Kendrick Norton is okay and financially will be okay. So just wanted to talk about that before we really talk about some of the in-depth stuff. So now let's really jump into the depth. Put the defensive ends here. 5. There's 5 defensive ends on the team right now. We got Tank Corradine, who's a 5-year player, 4 years with the 49ers, 1 year with Oakland, signed with the team last year. He's all right. He's an all right player. We got Charles Harris, our first-round draft pick a few years ago. Struggled, but I honestly think under Brian Flores, under this new coaching scheme and under this new tutelage that he's going to have, he's going to thrive. So we got Charles Harris. We got Dwayne Hendricks, an undrafted rookie. We got Jonathan Ledbetter, another undrafted rookie, and I like Jonathan Ledbetter. You'll see. I'll talk more about him in a second. And then you got Jonathan Woodard, another guy that we had on the team last year. Now let me slide to the other side, and let's pop up the defensive tackles. Now, if you notice something, defensive tackles, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 5 defensive ends, but we have 9 defensive tackles. That must really tell you something about what the Dolphins are going to do defensively when it comes to rushing the passer. Are the linebackers going to rush more in a 3-4 system, or are we going to have the linebackers going in more? Are we going to have Ginkle and Baker and maybe, you know, Kiko rushing more, because Kiko was good at that. But here are the defensive tackles that we got. We got Devon Gacho, however you say it. I know you guys are going to tell me it's wrong, but whatever. One of the studs, he unfortunately got injured. Joey Mabu, he's an AAF player we picked up. Big dude. I'm going to talk about size in a minute. We got Jameis Pittman. We got Derval Neto. He was from Brazil. Big dude. A beast. I think there's some stipulation that he can't really play this year, so he has to be designated for the practice squad, being that he came from Brazil. We got Akeem Spence, who we signed last year from the Detroit Lions. Vincent Taylor, another stud. Fortunately, got injured, but he was playing great before he got injured. Corey Thomas, an undrafted rookie that we picked up. Adolphus Washington, free agent that we signed this offseason. And our boy, number 1 pick, Christian Wilkins. So when we look at the team, like I said, don't have many defensive ends. And that is the one thing a lot of you guys asked me. Some of you guys DM'd me. Some of you guys emailed me asking me, like, how do you really feel about this team? How do you feel about do you really think we'll go 6-10? And how, because I threw that 6-10 number out just as of right now, the way I see the team. And then the reason why it makes me nervous is because who is going to be rushing the passer? Again, I said this in the beginning of the video. We have no idea what Brian Flores is running. Once I see what he's running, I probably will feel so much better and really be able to tell you guys what the scheme is like and all that stuff. But as of right now, no idea who the edge rusher is, and we have 5 defensive ends. 2 of them are undrafted rookies. So essentially we have 3 defensive ends who have played in the NFL before. Doesn't make me feel good. Now, the 2 things that make me nervous about this team are the offensive line and the defensive line. Between the 2, the defensive line makes me way more nervous. But again, that's because Brian Flores is keeping everything so close and tight to his chest. We have no idea what scheme they're running. We have no idea how the defensive line is going to be running, the fluidity, in and outs, all that stuff. So again, I have this team being very successful. The team has so much talent on it, but the defensive line scares the crap out of me. So when I'm looking at this defensive line, right, 3-4. I'm going to give you my 3-4 depth chart first, right? Pop it up. 3-4 depth chart. I got Vincent Taylor at defensive end. I got Christian Wilkins at nose tackle, and I got Gacho at defensive end. So I got my 3 defensive tackles as my starting 3-4 defensive line. And I will tell you why right now. So with a nose tackle, you normally want that big, beefy dude, right? And Christian Wilkins is 6'4", 315, right? He's not that big, but he's a big dude. He's got that pass rush ability. He's got that shredding ability. He can get back there. And then you got Taylor and Gacho. Taylor, who is at 6'3", 311 pounds, and Gacho, who's at 6'3", 311 pounds. Got those big guys, but they're kind of slender when it comes to defensive tackles. So I would have the 3 defensive linemen be defensive tackles, and I'd have Charles Harris at outside linebacker, maybe even Ginkle at the other side, have them rush. And then, you have that center of the field stacked with the defensive tackles stopping the run. You got the outside edge rushers. Behind them, I have Ledbetter, Maboo, and Corradine. I have Maboo backing up Wilkins because Maboo is a 6'3", 330-pound defensive tackle. He's a big dude. So I'd have him behind Christian Wilkins. But that is my 3-4 scheme. Again, I'd have the defensive tackles, these fast, speedy defensive tackles, as my 3-4 middle. And I know for the nose tackle, you want that big guy that could take on 2 blocks, and I think Christian Wilkins can take on those 2 blocks. Once Pay comes on, if he can't, I might change that up to someone different. But as of right now, I'd like to see those 3 defensive tackles being the defensive line for a 3-4 system, and have the outside linebackers being rushers. And then for a 4-3 scheme, I got Charles Harris back at defensive end. I got Taylor and Gacho as my defensive tackles, and I got Woodard as my other defensive end. And then as my backups, I got Ledbetter as a defensive end. I like Ledbetter. I think he will make the team as an undrafted rookie. I think he has a lot of upside. Corradine is the other backup, and my backup defensive tackles are Wilkins and Akeem Spence. As for the other guys, like I said, Durval and Neto, the beast from Brazil. I honestly think he's going straight to practice squad. Again, there's some stipulation that he can't play this year. Corey Thomas, I don't honestly think that he'll make the team. Adolphus Washington, I could see him making the team maybe as a backup, but I don't see him as a starter. 6'4", 295. He could be one of those defensive tackles on the 4-3 system that I was talking about. Pittman, I don't know. They might carry more. Again, I don't know what they're doing, but as of right now, that's what I got as my depth as a 3-4, 4-3 system. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Again, we don't know anything. Brian Flores is really, 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 really good at keeping this to his chest. I noticed that the Dolphins have the open training camp. They have 11. Some of the teams have 13. So the Dolphins are really keeping this hush-hush, which I like. You know, the first 4 games of the season is when teams start to get accustomed to their coaching and stuff. So they might not be ready for the Dolphins. And we can go 4-0 the first 4 games. I don't think that's out of the ordinary for the Dolphins to maybe go 2-0 and beat the Ravens and the Patriots. Those are 2 games that are very winnable in Miami during the heat. But comment below. Let me know what you guys think. How do you guys feel about the defensive line? How do you what do you envision as our edge rushers? Like, I know some of you guys have been saying, you know, linebacker blitz. Let me know. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think of who's going to edge rush. Let me know what you guys think of my depth chart. Give me your guys' depth chart for this defensive line, and let me get through one of your guys' comments of the day. So normally I pick one of you guys for comment of the day, but I noticed something. My last video I put up was my all-time Miami Dolphins team. I'm not saying that this is the definitive all-time Miami Dolphins team. I'm saying this is my all-time Miami Dolphins team. And a lot of you guys were like, yeah, I could see some of those, but I would change this, and that, this, and that. Some of you guys were like, wow, you're an idiot. Why don't you have Warfield in there? And again, for me, if I did 6 wide receivers, I'd have Warfield in there. But when I looked at the stats, when I looked at the play, and you had to have the Marks brothers. I liked Nat more. For me, I would have probably switched out O.J. McDuffie for Warfield if I really split hairs. This was my team. This is what I envisioned as my all-time Miami Dolphins team. A lot of you guys had different guys, and it was so hard to make that video. And that's why I told you guys this is a big video, and I've been playing this video for so long, because it took me so long to go through the tape, look through everything, and get all of that stuff together, because this Miami Dolphins franchise and the Miami Dolphins team and the history is so rich with great players that to pick some of these players was hard. Some of you guys have some really good linebackers too that I would probably have replaced some of mine with. Some of you guys said that I named a bunch of players that never won anything, and that I should have named people that won stuff, but then that really would limit it to 2 decades. And there's some greats, like Jason Taylor never really won anything, but he had to have been on this team, you know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed the crap out of making that video. I'm going to do more videos like that. One of you guys had a really, really great idea, and it was Dolphin0118, and he said, how about the most underrated team? I think I might do that one next, where it's the most underrated Dolphin team of all time. So players that necessarily maybe didn't win Super Bowls, maybe necessarily didn't break the records or stuff like that, but was just solid, like a Fasano, you guys named Brock Marion, some players like that necessarily didn't blow you out of the water with big plays and stuff like that, but just was solid, a solid player. So I'm thinking about maybe doing an underrated team. But yeah, just wanted to, you guys all in last video killed it with the comments, so I couldn't really pick one, so I picked them all. I loved all your interaction with the last video, and it makes me want to do more videos like that, even though some of you call me dumb and stuff. I can understand. Imagine if I did put Ryan Tannehill #1, I probably would have got flamed for it, but I do like making videos like that, and I do like the interaction you guys give me on videos like that. So I'm going to keep doing videos like that because you guys like it, and you guys like to flame me or roast me when you guys don't like some of the things I picked. But it's fun, and it's entertaining, and just so you guys know, I don't take anything seriously, nor do I take anything personal that you guys say. So, again, no hard feelings. Hopefully, neither way, because when I comment back, I'm not being malicious. But anyway, thank you guys for commenting on that. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. I got a ton of stuff planned there. I'm retweeting stuff. They had the supplemental draft the other day. Dolphins didn't take anyone. One team, the Cardinals, took a safety. We don't really care, but the Dolphins didn't take anyone. We didn't expect that. But yeah, be sure to follow me on Twitter. Also, my Instagram too. Also, be sure to check out the Bit Boys. Madden is coming out very soon. Like I said, I'm pre-ordering it, so I'm going to get 3 days early. That stuff will be going over on the Bit Boys. We're also playing Mario Maker. So if you like that stuff, if you like video games in general, we play a ton of video games. Go over there. Check that ish out. But other than that, give this video a thumbs up. Not only because you enjoyed the series, which this series is almost over. I got 2 more videos, and then the series is done because I'm not doing special teams because special teams doesn't make any sense because we have our kicker and Sanders. But after next week, training camp starts, and then my training camp videos start, and it's super exciting, super pumped. So give the video a thumbs up because you like the series, and you're super pumped up for training camp to start. Then the preseason starts, which I'll be live streaming. So give this video a thumbs up. If you're watching this on DolphinsTalk.com, how are you doing? I've been posting this series. They've been posting the series on there. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Like I told you guys, I got a lot planned. We got training camp starting the 21st with the rookies. I don't know if those are going to be open to the media or the public, but as soon as they're open to the media and the public, I will give you guys videos and play-by-plays so you can expect that stuff. But regardless, I will be giving you videos starting on that 21st. You'll be getting a video from the rookie minicamp. I won't be there, but I'll give you news and notes. When the season starts, I got the fantasy football league I'm going to put together. I got my review of the game, either the Friday, Saturday before the game. I got my picks for the week. I got the post-game reaction. I got so much going on. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. But other than that, I will see you guys real soon with the next video. Like usual, stay classy. Fins up.